I'm flying around the map. I apologize to anyone out there on ETTV who takes the unfortunate spectator role of following me. Not a good idea. I'm a little bit on the insane side. But since no one has messaged me, I'm assuming that everything is sounding just dandy. And good lucks, have fun's being exchanged. The countdown has begun. And I think we're all ready for the action here. 9! Apparently, Slaya isn't, but we'll see what happens. 5 more seconds and this match will begin. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're started here on Railgun TWL Alpha Match of the Week. The starting Axis team, Syndrom. We'll see what they've got going for them as they have 15 minutes to work with, and we see a direct run coming through the gas pipeline through the trees. We're watching Slaya, Inferno, No Thanks, and Assimilator all making their way through, going for that forward spawn. No surprises there, but here comes some mortar rounds. Oh, nice action going on for Syndrome's Red, throwing up some mortar, fighting Ono and Revolver. Here comes the allied team up greater than, making a push on that flag as we have the Axis spawning in fresh and ready for action. They're coming into this one, and yeah, it's pretty interesting choice of how to start the game. So, anyhow, they've got the battle over the forward spawn point. Falling back to the train, however, we do see the tug moving along. It is going to be driven by Red for now, escorted by Inferno. And we're looking for some battle as they come around the corner. We've got some Panzerfaust action coming out by Nugan, able to connect with Inferno, going to take over the driver's seat as they're coming towards that track switch, which has been lowered. We have a full complement of allies. Nugan up top, looking down low. Let's see, we have Revolver and Rogue. Rogue going to do a nice revive, keep Revolver in this one. As the Tug currently sitting in front of that track switch, no move to move it back. Instead, they're going to draw the Axis to them. Here comes Syndrome fresh off the spawn. Red and Inferno double teaming, heading towards that tug right now. They're going to find a few waiting for them. 3 Bs, Noyeba, Revolver, and hopefully get some support from their teammates to make a move on that tug. Inferno making his way towards the entrance, looking to be in the driver's seat. Red joining him, coming through the sides, both of them taking heavy fire. Red near death, and here comes Rogue to finish him off, and sure enough, Rogue comes through. Red finds himself dead, and we have an artillery strike called down on top of the tug. Inferno gonna pop in the driver's seat, head through as the track switch has been raised, and Inferno taking that tug through the broken down wall, heading for that bridge. Looking on the other side, we have Syndrome's No Thanks guarding that other side underneath that bridge, and it looks like a fresh run. Nice and straight through for Syndrome. They're going to get the ammo loaded onto that first tug. Here we go. We've got things moving here. Looking pretty good for Syndrome to start things out.
Dynamite planted.
I swear, if I can't hear it, can you truly hear it? Probably going to blast someone's ears by turning this up to .02. But we're going to try it. We've got the first tug loaded up and ready to go. And No Thanks is going to pop right into that driver's seat and make his way through. Let's take a look at what's going on at the track switch, where we have some artillery support called down. Rogue guarding the track switch. Inferno is going to come out from the ammo cabinets and look for a quick battle. There's some nice MP40 fire coming out. Some artillery support to destroy the body so it cannot be revived. And Syndrome already busting through to the other side. Very little opposition from the greater than team. And a little bit disappointing, actually, I'd have to say. Looking at the greater than team right now is Syndrome having absolutely no trouble bringing that tug into the yard. That north crane ready for action, and it's going to make things happen. Sure enough, tug in position, ammo going to be loaded on to the second tug. And we have only seen 3.5 minutes of action so far. No, I'm not kidding. 3.5 minutes, and we already have the ammo being loaded onto the second tug. Quick play by Syndrome. They're looking for a nice, fast start on this railgun matchup. Ammo moving along, no problem. So let's take a look at the gun controls. They have not been... Oh yeah, here we go. The gun controls currently not built. We'll see how long that lasts. We're looking for an engineer. Red, currently an engineer for Syndrome, has his pliers out, and sure enough, he's going to get that those gun controls built there, ready for action. Here comes Kakyoku driving that final tug, getting it in position. It has been loaded, and there you go. Clock now set to 4 minutes and 9 seconds. Greater than has to be clutching their balls. What the hell? What's going on? We'll take a look. Slaya, oh my goodness. Talk about really owning the Roll of Honor. Highest fragger, highest experience points, highest ranking officer, most highly decorated, highest battle stance, highest light weapons. The only other player on the Roll of Honor is going to be Nugan with highest accuracy, representing greater than. Greater than saying, Vent just killed us. I don't know what happened on Vent, but apparently greater than having some troubles with it. Now they're going to have 4 minutes and 9 seconds, however, to see what they can do on Railgun. Can they beat the time set by Syndrome? Well, according to what I saw on et-center.com, not likely. People feeling like Syndrome gonna roll greater than, but you know, you never know what these two teams can pull out of their butts. I will say that the teamwork by greater than, not impressive on this map. I'm used to seeing full holds happening at that track switch, not used to seeing such quick movement through there. Obviously, I don't know.
Command acknowledged.
The attack by Syndrome much stronger than what greater than's defense was. Syndrome making a quick push on that depot yard, capturing the forward spawn point, getting the tug moving quickly. Very short pause at the track switch, got it straight over to the other side. No pauses on the way back, and I mean honestly, other than that brief moment where they got slowed down at the track switch, Syndrome found this to be a slam dunk, extremely easy. We'll see what greater than can pull out of their sleeves as we now have the countdown for the second half of the first set, and I'm flying around this level like crazy. We are missing a player for the greater than team.
Yes.
Not sure what they're going to do there, but
Whoops.
so they say. Currently, Nugan not readied up, but it was too late. Noyeba, Rogue, 3Bs, Revolver, oh no, joining in, and we have a match start.
Stop the first tug.
Right now, they barely got their sixth player in time. Remember, this is greater than versus Syndrome on Railgun. Playing for greater than Nugan, Noyeba, Rogue, 3Bs, Revolver, and oh no. Playing for Syndrome, no thanks, Slaya, Red, Assimilator, Inferno, and Kyoku. We've got a time of 3 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock as Rogue has jumped into the driver's seat on the front flatbed. It is oh no, trying to guard that entrance. We've got 3Bs out towards that track switch, which has yet to be lowered. And we've got a quick run going on here. Here come the grenades flying over from the allied spawn. Red doing some defensive work on there. Nugan gonna jump up top and get into a firefight. Nugan cut down by Red's Thompson. And we have that tank continuing its forward momentum. Gonna pause now between the broken gates, heading towards that bridge, waiting for them on the other side. Syndrome with full-on support as they have Red, Inferno, and Slaya. They're gonna build that MG nest, and that's gonna be tough on the greater than team. They almost have the tank into the yard, but they have not captured that forward spawn point, and Inferno from Syndrome immediately gonna jump into the tug and get the movement going right back towards the greater than spawn. Noyeba trying to slow him down, but gonna get destroyed by Thompson action from Inferno. So we have the tug sitting just outside of that overhead bridge, and not quite through the broken down walls. And we're looking to see what's going to come out next from greater than, with 2 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock. Not a lot of time to work with. They've got to keep things moving here. They have enough time for a brief pause, but remember, that's pretty much all that Syndrome gave up in the last round. So here we have Oh No moving into position. Look what kind of opposition's waiting for him. We see No Thanks proning down the stairs, and Assimilator up on top of the bridge, showing out some airstrikes coming down there. Let's see if, sure enough, nice support fire coming out from Nugan. Finding, oh wait, that's Nugan thrown the other way, finding Slaya and No Thanks, but No Thanks returns support fire. 3Bs and Noyeba gonna be destroyed, obliterated, unrevivable. And the tug is now stopped once again under the bridge with 1 minute and 46 seconds left to go in this second half of the first set. We have Syndrome looking for their first point, hoping to take this one nice and easy like. Gonna slip it right in there, take control. Yeah. Leave the bridge right, or leave the tug right where it is. And let greater than come to them. Now let's look at greater than right now making their push, coming around the corner. 3Bs and oh no, they're going to hop, skip, and jump their way towards that tug. They're actually doing a little bit of hop, skip, and squat their way, because you have Oh No come around the corner. He pauses for a moment, squats, making his way in as we have no Yeba jumping into the driver's seat, making his way towards that depot yard. Here comes support fire from his own teammate. Oh no, throwing it out there, and oh no is right, as he is destroyed in the process of trying to get that tug moving. Inferno gonna jump into the driver's seat, take it right back out of that depot yard with 50 seconds left to go. It is, I hate to say it so early, but garbage time for greater than. There's no way they're going to get that tug in there, get the ammo loaded, get the tug all the way across, get the ammo loaded onto the second tug, get the tug moved down in front of the gun controls, and get the gun controls built. Are they actually destroyed right now? Yeah, no, they're not. So the gun control's currently built, but still, in less than 30 seconds,
move it.
not going to happen. But you know, greater than going to continue to put pressure on here. Here comes 3B's revolver, and oh no, making their way towards that tug, looking for one last-ditch effort to try to get the tug into the depot yard. No, instead they're going to go in and look to do some damage. Here comes an airstrike just on the other side of the bridge. Oh no, looking for some love, and landmine action coming out for Syndrome as the final seconds tick away. And we're looking at a 1-0 lead in favor of Syndrome. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper. There we go. Trillian keeps stealing my paper, I'll have you know. So we'll do Syndrome greater than all, and we'll do a 4 minutes and 9 seconds for Syndrome, full hold for greater than all, and it is now 1-0, as we've said before. We'll get this set started up in just a second here. Oh yeah. This time it's going to be all about greater than, with 15 minutes to go, trying to set the fastest time possible. Before we get that started, however, let's just do a quick reminder, a quick break. We'll be right back here on Radio ITG.
Have you been looking for the perfect way to scream out, "I'm a geek"? Well, of course you have. Just go to geekwares.com and find the clothing you've been dreaming of, or give the gift that keeps on giving with a Geekwares gift certificate. GeekWearz.com. It's your one-stop shop for geeky phrases on t-shirts, and you can't beat that with a stick of RAM. Geekwares.com. Radio ITG.
And we're back here on Radio ITG as we're getting this next match started. It's party time! That's right, 5 more seconds to go, and we'll get started on the second set. Currently 1-0. For those of you wondering, Trito going, what the hell is she casting? Enemy territory, TWL match of the week. This is a match on Railgun. Basically, the whole purpose of this match is the Axis start out. They are the attacking team. They jump into this tug, right? It's an icy tundra. A winter wonderland, if you will. Ono and Rogue currently driving the tug. They make their way down this track where they eventually come across a track switch which the Allies will attempt to lower. The track switch is just off of the Allied spawn, so that can be a really tough position to be in. But your attempt is to get the tug through the track switch, around the corner, under the bridge, and into the depot yard. Waiting for you in the depot yard, railgun ammo. You're going to load up that railgun ammo and try to bring it all the way back. Now, also in the depot yard is a spawn flag, currently held by the Allied team of Syndrome, with 14 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. Now, we have Rogue still making his way, getting that tug into position, hoping to make it past the double team action of Inferno and Kekyoku, who are guarding that area. And Kekyoku gonna get nailed by some support fire coming out from Oh No.
Sorry.
And the tug's still in the depot yard, but on its way out. So not much longer, we should see Syndrome taking that one out of the depot yard. Now, if they can get the tug into position right next to the ammo, then they can load it on. It automatically starts. It gets loaded onto the back of the tug. They take the tug all the way back to where they started, back at the other side, where they will be at what's called the North Crane. The North Crane's all set up and ready to go. It moves the ammo over to a secondary tug. That secondary tug's on a lower track, and it runs right up to the railgun, I think it's Dora. On the railgun, there are some gun controls that can be, or railgun firing controls, that can be destroyed by the Allied team to slow down the Axis just a little bit longer. They can use a satchel charge or some dynamite plants or anything they really want to do there. Takes an engineer to rebuild it. You have to have the gun controls intact to fire the railgun and end the match. That's the general play of railgun. Now, of course, there are a lot of different ways to play this. You've also got this middle bunker where you have some ammo and you have some health. You can regroup, take the back backward entrance towards that depot yard and see what kind of surprises you can throw out there. Currently, we have the tug sitting here underneath the bridge. A simulator about to jump into the driver's seat. Gonna get the tug moving away from the depot yard. There is a battle going on currently over the depot yard. Looking good for the Allied team. The Axis, the Allies going back and forth. Actually, the Axis team gonna take control of that. So greater than with 12 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, have control of the depot yard for the first time in this matchup. Now, who says raffle? And yes, I know what WTF means, thank you, Dollar. But I have certain limitations to what I can say on air. So what the hell? That's what I'll say. And you won't fight me on it. As Greater Than has gotten the tug into position, 11:45 on the clock, and the railgun ammo is being loaded onto the bed of the tug. We're looking around to see what kind of support we have from Greater Than. They've gone ahead and abandoned the tug for now. Just Ono left behind as the rest of the team moves forward to try to make sure that the track switch is secure. Now, we do have some artillery support being called down on the track switch right now. And I'm looking around to see how long this is going to last. Kikyoku jumping down for a quick attack on the tug. Gonna try to take Ono out of the equation, and he's gonna succeed. Kikyoku jumps into the driver's seat, joined by No Thanks, who's going to guard it and escort it all the way back to the depot yard, which is currently in control of the Allied team, but not for long, as 3Bs jumps into the room with Noyeba joining him, takes control of the depot yard as the track switch has been raised. The airstrike called down on the tug, slowing down the Axis team just a little bit longer. The Allies are going to sneak in there, grab the depot yard, but Nugan is right there waiting. He is going to kill himself and respawn in right there in the depot yard. Now, tug in the depot yard. But for how long? Not long at all, because Nugan's going to jump right into the driver's seat of that tug and get it moving. Now let's follow his teammates. Revolver moving out ahead, as well as Rogue and Oh No. Red trying to do the lone gunman routine as the rest of his team comes finally joining him. No Thanks in a simulator. Going to do some defensive work. Kikyoku going to join him. Kikyoku going to lower that track switch and then head inside to get some help, get some armor or ammo, and get ready for another battle. Syndrome guarding that track switch with all their worth, but MP40 coming out from 3Bs. 1, 2, 3 in a row. Slaya, Assimilator, and Kikyoku not going to survive that one. Nugan going to sneak in there and finally destroy. No, it wasn't Nugan. It was Inferno who shut down 3B's killing spree. Tug still sitting there in front of the track switch. 9 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. Grenades going left, grenades going right. And the crew served MG up at the top, or not at the top, down inside here. Built and ready for action. Rogue gonna jump behind in the driver's seat. Nugan and Revolver on hand to throw out some artillery support. As dynamite has been planted at the gun controls. Who was that planted by? I don't quite know. Maybe Kikyoku here? Could be. But all I know is the dynamite is planted, and they're going to have to get a defuse if they want anything to slow down here. No engineers in sight, however. No wait, I spoke too soon. Oh no, an engineer crouches down with 5 seconds left to go. He is going to get the defuse, I think. 2, 1, there you go. Dynamite defuse just 2 seconds before it goes off. So they do have control of that area. Let's take a look as we're seeing, yep, sure enough, the North Crane in action, moving the ammo over to the second tug. Second tug. Noyeba in the driver's seat. Now, if I'm saying his name wrong, I seriously can. You and I, outside, we're going to throw down. Noyeba behind the seat. He's got just a little bit of health yet. Inferno up on top of the railgun, trying to do some suppressive fire. Nice job of it, in fact. Does a lot of damage, but in the end, they were all set and ready to go. And you are going to see Greater Than setting a time, a very respectable time of 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Obviously not as fast as Syndrome's first round of 4 minutes and 9 seconds, but nothing to laugh at. Syndrome's going to have a challenge ahead of them. Looking at the roll of honor, we have No Thanks, Inferno, and Assimilator. Inferno taking the most rewards, and Noyeba with highest accuracy for Greater Than. So even though Greater Than comes through and sets a nice time, Syndrome still with the better overall stats. You know, that's pretty impressive. Other than highest accuracy, which seems to go to Greater Than pretty consistently. Score currently 1-0. Waiting on 4 more players to ready up before we get this second half of the second set underway. We're going to see Syndrome moving over to the Axis side of the battle. And we'll see what they can pull out of their butts. Yeah. That's what I thought. It's like a party. Waiting on 2 players. Those 2 players, Red and Kekyoku from Syndrome. Also playing for Syndrome, no thanks, Slaya Assimilato, also known as Assimilator. Inferno. Playing for Greater Than, Nugan, Noyeba, Rogue, 3Bs, Revolver, and... Oh no! 16 seconds left on the countdown. Don't forget ETTV. Go to et-center.com to get all of the IPs for ETTV. If you have enemy territory, which, hey, it's a free game, you should have it. You can get yourself connected, watch the action as it happens. 3, 2, 1. Match has begun with 6 minutes, total of 6 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Now at 6 minutes and 26 seconds, we're seeing a very similar attack as Slaya, joined by 3 other teammates, making his way through the gas pipeline, going for that forward spawn point immediately. And they are going to be successful. Slaya making his way through. Got some airstrikes being called out, trying to slow them down just a little bit. Artillery support just outside of the depot yard. And we're looking to see if that track is, or that tug is moving yet. Currently not. Oh, there we go. I don't know what Trito's talking about. As we have the tug sitting nice and still. No thanks gonna jump right in that tug. It's like Greater Than didn't even see him there. We had Revolver and Rogue just sitting around, enjoying themselves. Actually, I think Nugan was in there too. And No Thanks just comes running in for Syndrome, pops in the tug, and Nugan and Revolver were just kind of running away. They're like, yeah, okay, we got this one. And then he jumped in, No Thanks got it moving again, and they had to turn around and go, oh, I didn't see you there. Now as it stands, quick battle over the tug, and they finally get it moving. No Thanks jumping in the driver's seat, making his way through. Gonna have some artillery support being called down. No Thanks hoping to survive this one as he passes through the danger zone. Oh no, off to the side. Gonna catch him in the side of the head. Some nice action going on there. Actually, I take it back. A grenade comes out from Kekyoku, and that's what slows him down. Having Red jump back in control as Oh no lying there, a body on the side waiting to be revived. Noyeba trying to skip his way and keep up with the tug, going to find the connect with Red. Red gonna get shot in the side of the head with some Thompson action. Inferno waiting for Noyeba to come by there. It does some nice damage on him, and he's gonna turn it right back around. The track switch currently raised. Kekyoku and Assimilator coming off the spawn, trying to throw some grenades out towards the allied spawn, where 3Bs is coming out to party. Kekyoku in the driver's seat, gonna get nailed. Once again, 3Bs jumping right in there and trying to get the tug going right back to the Axis spawn. It's a tug of war. I know that's not funny. But basically, they're having a battle, a back and forth seesaw battle over this tug through that track switch area. Finally, looks like Syndrome may have the movement they need with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. They're keeping things moving, making their way towards that depot yard, where the ammo is waiting for them. Watching the depot yard, no opposition here. The Axis still control that spawn point. And we have the tug moving into position. Here goes the crane. Moving across, going to pick up that ammo as the rest of Syndrome joins, prepared to escort the tug all the way back across the map.
The enemy is
Let's take a look at that track switch, which is currently in the lowered position. No Thanks preparing to raise it, but waiting inside 3Bs and Rogue. Going to come out and cause some damage. And let's see how long that lasts. We have 3Bs in Rogue guarding that track switch, making sure it stays down. Inferno in the driver's seat of the tug with the ammo loaded on the back. Gonna start his fire nice and early. We'll see how long he lasts in this one as he pops out of the tug as artillery support rains down from heaven above. Inferno getting in a one-on-one battle with I'm trying to see who he's fighting out here, but I actually can't see anyone as artillery support is called further up the track. Oh no, sitting here dead next to the track switch MG nest boxes. The track switch raised by Kekyoku, and Inferno continues his fine driving, joined by No Thanks. Let's look at these gun controls currently still in fine shape. 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. The tug is almost into position at the North Crane. Going to come to a pause here right now. That's right, North Crane now in position, making its way across, moving the tug ammo, or the railgun ammo from the first tug to the lower second tug. Down by the gun controls, we have some last-minute battles happening, some artillery support being called out, but we have a full complement of guards on this railgun to make sure no one gets in to destroy the firing controls. And, pretty much that's all she wrote. The ammo being loaded onto that second tug. It is now in position, and Inferno, once again in the driver's seat, making its way down towards that railgun. We have Oh No trying to get some last-minute damage in on the opposing Syndrome team with 1 minute and 47 seconds left to go. Nice support fire from Oh No. Inferno, the driver, taken out of the equation as No Thanks jumps right into those railgun controls with a time of 4 minutes and 57 seconds. That's all she wrote. Can you believe it? It's over and done with. 4 minutes and 57 seconds. The score is 2-0, and we have good games being exchanged. Almighty Dog giving love to ITG and to the ETTV team. Kekyoku would like a shout out to Snappers. And yes, it is already over. Took what, 30 minutes? Not even? I still love y'all. I promise. We'll have more enemy territory action from TWL in upcoming weeks. We'll try to make more of a show out of it, have some fun with it, and it'll be a good time for all involved. So if you'd like to see anything special for an ET show preceding the TWL Match of the Week on Tuesday nights, pop on to radioitg.com, go visit the forums, and leave me a message. Say, you know what, Trillian? If I had my way, X, Y, and Z would happen. And I'll be more than happy to at least consider your suggestions, unless it involves nudity, singing, or moaning on air. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Nope, you lose.